Oh, hey, do you guys like chicken parmesan? You do? Well, you're in luck because I was just about to make some and I'm going to show you how right now. I'm also going to be making a tomato sauce that goes a long way and it's going to pair up perfectly with this chicken parmesan. Today's ingredients are basically going to be some chicken breast. I got 2 pieces of chicken breast. I've already went ahead and cut them in half and I pounded them out. You don't have to pound them out, but I believe that your chicken parmesan comes out a lot better this way. I also have some salt. We're going to be using some Plinko breadcrumbs. We're going to have about a half a cup of flour. We got some minced garlic. I already minced it up, have it ready. And when you're preparing food, it's easier if you get all your ingredients set. That way there, you're not looking for stuff, you're not going through, you have everything all set up. We also have some provolone cheese that I freshly grated. We have Parmesan cheese, probably about a 1/4 cup. We have some thin spaghetti noodles. I like using thin spaghetti noodles. I think spaghetti noodles are a little too thick, and with this dish, you want to taste the tomato sauce. These are the tomatoes I'm going to be using, and you can do it with fresh tomatoes or you can do it with canned tomatoes. These tomatoes will make your tomato sauce come out absolutely delicious. So I recommend getting these, and you want to get them certified. That way there, you know that they're coming straight from Italy. I'm going to be using 2 cans today. I'm doubling up. That way there, I can save some sauce for another meal this week. But these are the tomatoes. I have some basil. I got some parsley, and I cut up a little parsley. That way there, we can decorate after we're done making everything. Okay, first thing that we're going to do when you're cooking is, like I said, you want to build your flavors in layers. So we're going to take our, let me move some of this stuff out of our way. Your first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your flour and you're going to add your spices to your flour. Now with my flour, I'm only going to use a couple ingredients because there's going to be some other ingredients going in our breadcrumb. So the first thing that we're going to put in is we're going to do a little bit of cayenne pepper. Not a lot, just a little bit, because I like a little tiny bit of spice, and you want to put this in your flour. It's going to come out better that way. So I'm going to say maybe a 1/4 teaspoon, not much. A little bit of salt and pepper. A little salt. A little freshly browned black pepper. There's our flour, all done. It's perfect. So we're going to go ahead and put that right there. And now we're going to do our breadcrumbs. Now the breadcrumbs is where you're going to put most of your flavor at, because when you first bite into your chicken parmesan, you want to taste the breadcrumb, you want to taste the Italian flavors in that. So what we're going to do with this is we're going to go ahead and we're going to put some basil. And when you're doing basil, you don't really, I guess you could use fresh basil, but I think it's easier if you use it dried basil while you're putting it in your breadcrumb, or else you might just have too many big flakes. So I don't know, maybe, I don't know, that's probably 1/4 teaspoon. We're also going to add some Italian seasoning, a little bit of that. Don't need a ton, just a little bit, and some oregano. Just a pinch is all you need. And with the Italian seasoning, I think I used probably about a teaspoon, maybe a little less, maybe a half a teaspoon. And we got some garlic powder in there. So then you're going to take that, you're going to mix that up together. And there's our breadcrumb, all done. It looks like that. So we're going to put that off to the side. And what we're going to do is I also grabbed some eggs. So grab yourself 2 eggs, mix those up in a bowl, and we're gonna put our chicken into the flour. We're gonna go into the egg, and then we're gonna go into the breadcrumb, and then they're gonna go on to this rack. I recommend having the rack inside your baking dish, because you want to be able to cook it on the bottom too. You don't want it to be soggy sitting there and all the juices and stuff like that will kind of make the bottom soggy, and you don't really want that. So I recommend a wrap. So we're gonna make this simple. I'm gonna take you through the first one. All right, so we got our chicken. Like I said, chicken breast, I cut it in half and then I pounded it out. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set our chicken breast right there. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take some salt, pinch of salt, building flavors, building layers of flavors right here. So got your salt. We're gonna do a little bit of black pepper. Grab some tongs. Flip that over. All right. I'm going to do the same to the other side. Some salt. Pepper. And our chicken is done. So now what I'm going to do is push this over here, put this plate there. Remember our baking wrap, we're going to set that right there. And then you're just going to take your garlic and you're going to spill your garlic all over the place. But no big deal. We can pick that right up. All right, so that's good. So first thing, we're going to take our chicken and you're going to dip your chicken into the flour. Get it on there really nice. Coat it well. And then once you get it like that, you kind of shake it a little bit. And then take it and then drop it into your egg. Get your egg on there both sides really good like that. And then you're going to take this chicken and you're going to toss that into your breadcrumb. And just mix your breadcrumb over the chicken. Simple, just like that. And your chicken should look like this. All right, so your chicken should look like that. Very simple. Remember, flour, egg, breadcrumb, done. Put it on your rack, looks just like this. And we're gonna put that in the oven here in a few minutes. All right, so now for the tomato sauce. What I like to do with my tomato sauce is I actually like to run it through a food mill. A food mill is going to break it down and make it a really nice puree. And I recommend that if you don't have one, get a food mill, because when you're making sauces, it makes your sauce come out so much better. There's no chunks. So we're going to use the fine grade attachment to the food mill. And this is what your food mill looks like. Simple. So what we do is you're just going to take your tomatoes, pour your tomatoes in. You're going to take your tomatoes and you're just going to stir them until they come out of the bottom. All right, so we're just about there now. You can also get a workout in. So if you didn't go to the gym, now you can do arms. All right, so our tomato puree is all done. So we're over here and I'm turning the pan on and I'm gonna put the pan at about a medium low. We're gonna go ahead and this is gonna look like a lot of oil, but the oil is going to infuse with the tomato sauce and it's gonna make it absolutely delicious. So I would say probably about a quarter cup, about a half cup of oil is about what you're gonna need. And we're going to throw our garlic in while the oil is cold. That way there, as it warms up, it's going to soften the garlic and saute the garlic. We're also going to throw in our basil, like that, and our oregano, and we're going to let that cook together for about 5 or 6 minutes. All right, so now that our oil has been, and our garlic's been cooking for about 7 minutes right now. It should be looking like this. This is kind of the sizzle that you want. You don't want to cook it too hot. You want to cook it low and slow for the most part because it's going to infuse more of the flavors into your oil. All right. So once your oil and your garlic is all sauteed, everything's softened up. We got some good aroma going on right now. We're going to go ahead and we're going to add in our tomatoes. All right, once you got all your basil and your parsley out, we're going to add the tomatoes in. And I still got a little piece of parsley, so we're going to move that over to the side. Tomatoes go in now. All right, so you just take your tomatoes, go ahead and pour it right in there. Now, like I said, it looks like it's a lot of oil, but what you want to do is you want to cook it on like a medium high, cook it fast, that way there, and hot. That way there, your oils and your tomatoes will infuse together with each other. All right, so now that your sauce has been cooking for about 15-20 minutes, it should start to look like this. And you can see that the oils are starting to infuse with the tomato sauce. Now, this is a very simple tomato sauce. I didn't go crazy. I kept it fairly simple. You can add meat to it. You can add more spices to it, whatever you like. But I'm just keeping it simple because the chicken is the main course, and that's where this is just a side dish. We're just making something that goes along with the chicken. But the reason I didn't add any meat is because we have chicken, so I didn't feel that we needed to put any meat in this sauce. While we finish this sauce off, I'm going to go ahead. I cranked the oven up to 375 degrees, and I'm going to put the chicken in now. We're going to cook the chicken for about 18 minutes at 375 degrees. And then after that, we're going to pull the chicken out. We're going to put some of our sauce on the chicken. And we're going to put some provolone cheese on top of it. And we're going to put it back in the oven for about 5 minutes and finish it off. I'm going to get some pasta started over here. And we're going to start heating that up right now. So whenever you're cooking pasta, always salt your water. That way there your pasta is going to have plenty of flavor. So a couple pinches of salt. So I went ahead and I tried the sauce and it tastes awesome, but I'm going to add some salt and pepper to it just to give it a little bit more flavor. So I don't know, pinch of salt. Some freshly ground black pepper again. This is key to a lot of stuff right here. Salt and pepper. People think that if you over salt your food, you're just going to get salty food, but salt brings out flavor. And we're going to cook the pasta till it's al dente. You don't want to cook it till it's soft because we're going to take the pasta and we're going to finish it off in the sauce. And while we're at it, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to throw in some Parmesan cheese in the sauce. You just take your Parmesan cheese, that's about 1/4 cup, and I'm going to use, I don't know, leave a little bit left because we're going to put that onto the chicken. Mix that up. That's going to level your sauce up right there. Okay, our chicken's been in for about 20 minutes. We're going to pull our chicken out now. All right, there's our chicken. Looks beautiful, came out really good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to finish it off with a little bit of sauce. You're just going to take your sauce, put it on a spoon, put it right over the top of your chicken. We're going to do a decent amount. I like a lot of sauce on top of mine. So about like that, that's perfect. Do the same on the other one. Beautiful, just like that. Put the sauce back over here. keeping your sauce warm. Take your provolone cheese, sprinkle that over the top. This is gonna be money right here. This is it. Like that. And the provolone cheese, man. Oh, it smells so good. It just makes me think about pizza right now. Okay, now that our chicken's all done, we are going to take our, let's set this right there. We're just gonna take our pasta. It's been cooking for about 7 minutes right now. I think that's long enough. You want it to be kind of al dente, like I said. I may have cooked it a little too long, but it'll be fine. Maybe 6 minutes would have been a lot better. All right, so now that you got your pasta in your sauce, we're gonna finish cooking that. So I'm gonna turn it back up a little bit, and we're gonna get all the sauce and the oil infused into your pasta. When you finish cooking it in your sauce, the pasta will actually absorb the sauce and the oil. All right, now that our chicken has been in for another 5 minutes, we're gonna take our chicken out. All right, look at that. That chicken looks absolutely amazing. It smells great. I cannot wait to eat that, but first, same on the other one. And there is your chicken parm and your spaghetti with red sauce, tomato sauce. A little bit of Parmesan cheese. Finish it off, a little Parmesan on top of the chicken. Bam. Little parsley for presentation. All right, and then for a bonus, I also have been smoking some baby back ribs, and they smell phenomenal. I'll be showing you this recipe in a couple of weeks. I'm gonna have this video up, so come back and check out how to make these because they're amazing. All right, take a look at that. Came out amazing, looks great, smells great. Let's bite into this and let's see how it came out. All right, let's try this. Woo, kind of warm in here. When you're cooking in the kitchen, man, it gets hot. So let's try this. Let's see. Oh man, that makes me so happy. Oh, that is great. You have to try this. This is absolutely a great recipe. It's very easy to make, and you just can't beat it. The flavors are just compound. Let's try this chicken. Let's see how it came out in the middle. Make sure. Look at that. Absolutely perfect. Still moist and tender. Remember, we cooked it in layers, so you're going to get different flavors as you bite into it. Man, I wish you could try this. I wish you can smell it. I wish you could try it, because I guarantee you'll be making this all the time. All right, so thank you for watching. I'm trying to keep these videos simple and keeping these recipes simple. That way there you can make these same recipes at home and impress your friends and family. If you found anything about this video that you liked, give me a like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share with your friends. I guarantee you'll love these recipes, and so will they. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned because I'm going to bring you more videos every week.